Hi, my name is Jishnu. This is Cinema Resonance Live. Slow motion shots are everywhere. Since the day filmmakers invented slow motion, it has been used all along. It has been used so much so that even its presence in a realistic setting doesn't raise an alarm in our heads. Slow-mo during fight scenes becomes an interesting ballet of precision and power that reveal nuances that are undetectable at regular speeds. However, that doesn't alone make it cinematic. When the stylization is overloaded, it loses its impact and finally becomes boring. I am talking about this particular scene from Asuran, which alone has garnered a whopping 4 million views on YouTube. That goes on to prove its popularity among masses. But still, I am daring to dissect it to present my point. This is not the only film Vetrimaaran uses slow motion. He has used it as early as his career. Okay, let's observe. The scene lasts 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That is 280 seconds. There are 241 cuts. Upon dividing 280 by 241, the average shot length of this sequence comes down to 1.16, that is around 1.2 second. Let's just call it 1 second. That's the average duration of a shot that lasts on screen. Or you might say the ASL is going down by the day and it's a fast-paced action sequence, which is why it's shot and edited like that. Let me consider this as a fair point for now. But how many shots do we really need? To establish that this guy is coming towards him. The pacing of the cuts is constant from beginning to end. Every other shot is a slow motion repeated n number of times. And it becomes so familiar that a weariness settles in. I think editor should be really thrifty while using a slow motion. If every other shot is a slow motion, then any particular shot doesn't call for attention. After the initial reveal of the chasers, the cuts could have been a little longer, the ASL would have increased, it would have allowed for a little breathing room. The pacing of the cuts in the middle is acceptable, but it would have been better if they restrained from using slow-mo and only used it for confrontation between the chasers commander and Dhanush, and a touch of slow motion to conclude the fight in the end. Had they done it, the catharsis would have been greater in the audience. Even after watching this scene so many times, I struggle to see the point of contact when they were fighting. The movement of the body and limbs and sound design do try to make us believe that contact has happened, but it's still very difficult to see. Peeping through frames gave me 1 or 2 frames to show the point of contact. That's it. I named this chapter Musk because Vetri is like a deer searching for a musk in the forest while the treasure is within. He has already raised the bar with his earlier gigs. Watch this shot from Polladhavan. The point of contact between the characters during fight is clearly visible. Or in Aadukalam, zoom in on the edit that raises the impact yet maintains the point of contact. R. Raj, the DOP, says so himself. Dhanush's Polladhavan scene is my best work. He is referring to the climax sequence or the famous six-pack scene, where Dhanush and Daniel Balaji, playing the antagonist, go head to head. It's my best shot, Velraj concludes. Visaranai, another film of Vetrimaaran, went as India's official entry at the Oscars. In Visaranai, this shot of Afzal getting shot is much better choreographed and edited than the whole sequence in Asuran, and better use of slow motion too. These boys are paranoid that the police might kill them in a moment. The threat is looming around them. Afzal still dares to go out. He gets shot and falls to the ground in slow motion. It works exactly like Hitchcock's famous bomb theory. The impact of the slow motion is well delivered to the audience. You know who's the common link between both of these films to have such an effective editing? It's this guy, Kishore T. And his works brought him 2 National Film Awards for Best Editing, for both of them. Let's watch this scene from Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes.
Discombobulate. Dazed, will attempt wild haymaker, employ elbow block, and body shot.
Isn't it overtly stylized? Of course it is. Still, it doesn't lose its coherence. Audience don't have to reorient their point of view to comprehend the action and reaction on screen. This means that the stylization doesn't affect the narrative at all. We, the audience, do not object to the slow motion. We understand that it's a part of the film language. What makes us lean out of the cinema is incoherent action and disorienting editing. Certainly, a director can choose the method and methodology to portray a fight sequence on screen. Not everyone has to do a John Wick. But if the method obscures the purpose and doesn't melt into the melting pot of the film that he or she intends to do, then there's no purpose of doing it. Yeah, so you can say that I'm peeping into the frames of a scene and dissecting it to its core, but my friend, a film is woven by its scenes, right? So it's absolutely fine to know its details. People say that the devil is in the details. If it's so, let me be the devil's advocate. If you like, you can watch my other videos, then hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Bye.